Hello, hello everyone. I am here today because I'm super excited to announce a couple of things. First of all, I want to thank everyone for helping us reach 200 subscribers. Thank you, all of you, so much for liking and sharing our videos. We are just here just doing what we're doing, and we're just enjoying it and sharing it with you, and hoping that maybe you get something out of it, as well as documenting our own journey. So thank you again so much for helping us reach that goal. And then the second thing is, we were tagged in a video. Yes, Diva Jones 03 tagged us to answer the question, what are the 3 things you learned during the growing season of 2019? Well, we learned a lot more than 3 things, and if you've watched some of our past videos, you know. But okay, so I talked to the hubby and we did narrow it down to 3 things. The first thing, and he came up with this one, is planning. You have to plan your garden. I was under this lovely, ooh, let's just plant, let's just get things in the ground, and it just got so unorganized. I tried to do companion planting, but I had things all over the place. And for those of you who've seen the past videos, you know that it got crazy. And then you start making little notes, like, for example, you'll have your field notebook like this right here, okay? And then you'll start making little crazy diagrams in it showing how ridiculous your garden is, okay? That right there. Okay, that's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about these little sketches of trying to figure out where everything is and what you put where, and it's just, it was so unorganized. I thought I started off initially with a good plan, but then I had all the seedlings coming in, and some things died and some things different. I just put this here and there and everywhere. No, that was not a plan. You have got to plan out your garden, and that's what our desires are right now for the fall, is to really decide what we want to put in the ground and stick with a plan and not just plant, you know, just willy-nilly everywhere. And then you have the weird notes like I had in my field notebook, which I look at now and I think, what in the world, okay? But anyway, that was number 1. Okay, the second video, the second thing that we learned in 2019 was, don't spread yourself too thin, okay? We started everything. Mainly probably me, okay? I wanted to grow any and everything. Whether it said it was good for this zone or not, I was determined I was gonna try it anyway. And maybe that really wasn't a plan. So you should stick with the things that have been proven in your area, that grow well in your area, and stick with that and not try to do any and everything. Because I was all over the place with, if I saw a stack of seeds somewhere for sale, I was over there, I was picking out seeds, I was buying, I was planting these little seeds everywhere. You guys saw Sprout City. It was outrageous in the beginning. So that is the second thing. Don't spread yourself too thin, okay? Don't try to grow everything. Pick some things that grow well in your area and stick with those, okay? So that's number 2. And number 3, okay, this one is the biggie, okay? Probably should have been number 1, but we'll save it for the end. For number 3, know what the water requirements are for what you're planting. Because we thought we were doing a great job with our overhead sprinkler system. We had the sprinkler, well, it wasn't a system, it was just the sprinkler going back and forth, and we did some hand watering here and there, and we thought we were doing great. You know, we did have it for a while on a timer and things like that. But let's face it, we were doing a horrible job. And then when we did get the irrigation in, so it actually was on the ground and watering ground level and not overhead, which caused issues with our tomatoes, okay? All the overhead watering was a problem for them, and some things were not getting enough water. So we were doing that, and then when we did get the irrigation in, I put lines just everywhere. I just wanted to make sure everything had plenty of water then. I just went overboard with it. And then we ended up having an abundance of water. So then you have the other issue of abundance of water. Some of your plants will rot. We do believe that is probably why we didn't get the really sweet watermelons that we wanted from Melon Hill. We were told that sometimes when you overwater, that's what happens. They develop nice large melons, but they're not as sweet as they could be. So that's what we learned from that. But the bottom line is, know the water requirements for what you're planting. I just can't state that enough. I really wish that we would have done a little bit more along the lines of irrigation before we got all into plants everywhere, garden in full bloom, and here we are trying to figure out what's going on, why this is doing that and that's doing this. Anyway, that is the 3 things that we learned during the 2019 growing season. Number 1, plan your garden ahead of time. Okay. Number 2, don't spread yourself too thin. Don't try to grow everything under the sun. Okay. And 3, know the water requirements for what you are trying to grow. So that's it from us here on the Arizona Homestead. Thank you so much, Diva Jones 03, for tagging us in your video. And we're now going to have to sit down and decide who we're going to tag to answer that same question. What are the top 3 things you learned in the 2019 growing season? Thanks. And once again, thank you all for liking and sharing our videos and getting us to 200 subscribers. And as always, be happy, be well, and be blessed. Until next time, I'll see you later. Bye-bye. Hello, hello.
Hello.
Well, we have okay. Well, we have decided who the 3 gardeners are that we would like to answer the question of what you learned during the 2019 growing season. And those 3 are B&B Homestead, Blissful Acres Off-Grid Homestead, and the New Orleans Gardener. So we look forward to you 3 answering that question, and we can't wait to see your videos. And we also want to make sure that we thank, again, Diva Jones 03 for tagging us in her video. All right, take care and bye-bye.